Welcome, dear dreamer. As you settle beneath your blanket, allow your body to soften with every breath. Inhale deeply through your nose and exhale slowly through your lips. Feel the calm rise within you, like a gentle tide washing over the shore of your mind. The world outside can rest for a while. This is your time to drift, to dream, and to wander softly into a story woven from peace and starlight. The Valley of Floating Lanterns. Night settles gently over the world, flowing like a soft curtain of velvet as it drapes across the mountains, the forests, and the winding rivers. Beyond those familiar places lies a hidden land, one that only reveals itself to the travelers who wander with a quiet heart. Tonight, you are one of them. You follow a narrow path that curls between sloping hills blanketed in silver grass. A cool breeze brushes past, carrying the faint scent of dew and distant rain. The air is calm, unmoving, as though the night is holding its breath, waiting for you to take the next step. Somewhere ahead, a faint glow flickers warm, soft, and golden. It pulses like a heartbeat, calling you quietly forward. You walk at an easy pace, unhurried, letting the soft crunch of grass beneath your steps blend into the silence. The hills gently rise and fall around you, shaped like slow waves that froze mid-motion. As you crest the next ridge, the glow ahead brightens, and then you see it. A valley, wide and deep, stretching far beyond what the eye can fully take in. A valley filled with floating lanterns. Thousands of them, maybe tens of thousands, suspended in the night air at different heights, drifting slowly like fireflies that grew to the size of teacups. Their light is warm amber and honey-like, soft enough to feel soothing, yet bright enough to paint the landscape in gentle shades of gold. Each lantern has a small circular body with tiny patterns carved into thin panels. These patterns cast delicate shapes onto the ground below: leaves, petals, waves, stars each glowing faintly on the earth like a quiet thought. You pause, letting your eyes adjust, letting the beauty of the valley sink into you like warm water into cold hands. It is peaceful here, so peaceful that even the air seems to hum with stillness. Finally, you step down the gentle slope, entering the Valley of Floating Lanterns. The lanterns slow drift. The first lantern drifts close enough for you to touch. It hovers just above your shoulder height, moving with the softness of a sigh. When you reach out, its surface is cool. The carvings shimmer faintly under your fingertips, and for a moment, the lantern pulses just once, as if acknowledging your presence. Then it drifts upward again, slowly spinning. The shapes carved on its panels spill ribbons of light that twist in the air before fading, like trails of golden smoke. You continue walking deeper into the valley. More lanterns glide past, each one drifting along its own invisible stream of air. Some float low enough to brush your arms. Others rise high, gathering near the tops of thin trees with silver leaves. A few drift horizontally in long, lazy lines, as if tracing forgotten paths. There is no sound from them, only light, soft, gentle, quiet. But the valley itself has a sound, subtle enough that you might miss it if you weren't listening. a low, humming resonance, like the vibration of a singing bowl. It rises and falls so gradually that it blends seamlessly with your breath. With each step, with each inhalation, your mind grows a little lighter. Your shoulders loosen, your heartbeat slows. Everything feels unhurried. The bridge of slow light. A narrow wooden bridge emerges ahead, arching over a small stream. But the water below isn't dark or reflective. It glows. Light spreads across its surface in broad waves, shifting from gold to pearly white, then back to gold again. The lanterns above it drift slower, as though the glowing stream is influencing the pace of the valley. When you step onto the bridge, the wood beneath your feet emits a faint glow-soft circles of light, following each step. The pattern fades within seconds, leaving no mark behind, as though reminding you that every moment here is meant to be lived once, and gently. The stream's glow casts soft patterns on your face, illuminating everything in a peaceful warmth. You pause, leaning slightly on the bridge's railing, watching the light flow like liquid moonlight. Where is the source of the glow? What feeds this quiet valley? The wind answers with a whisper, so faint you're not certain you truly heard it. You breathe deeply, letting the stillness settle into your chest. The lanterns sway above you, slow, graceful, timeless. The garden of forgotten wishes. Beyond the bridge, the valley opens into a wide circular meadow. Here, the lanterns gather in gentle spirals, rotating in slow motion like galaxies lost in thought. The ground is covered in soft moss, so cushiony that your steps make no sound at all. As you walk deeper into the meadow, you notice something unusual. Beneath each lantern is a small stone, engraved with lines of text. You kneel beside one and brush the surface with your fingers. The engraving reads, "May you find your way back to the calm within you." Another stone beneath a different lantern says, "For the courage to rest without guilt." Then another, "May your heart breathe gently tonight." It occurs to you that these are not instructions nor commands. They feel more like blessings, gentle wishes left behind by those who once visited this valley. Perhaps every lantern is connected to a wish one that someone released into the world, hoping it would drift until it found the person who needed it most. Maybe tonight, one of those wishes is meant for you. As you move through the meadow, the lanterns shift subtly, guiding you like a soft current of warm light. You don't rush. You simply follow. The Lantern Keeper's Pavilion. At the far end of the meadow stands a small pavilion made of pale wood. Its roof curves like a handwritten stroke, and lanterns gather around it in a wide halo, circling so slowly that the motion is almost imperceptible. You step inside. The pavilion is empty, no tools, no furniture, no keeper waiting to greet you. Only a round platform sits at the center, engraved with the shape of a lotus in full bloom. On the platform rests a single lantern, unlike the others. This one is made of crystal, not paper. Its glow is soft but deep, like a candle at the bottom of a lake. You approach it, feeling the atmosphere shift around you. The air becomes warmer. The hum of the valley grows slightly louder, not overwhelming, but more intimate, like the sound is acknowledging your presence. The crystal lantern opens on its own, petals unfolding like a slow flower. Inside, there is nothing but light, calm, steady, breathing light. A thought rises within you, gentle and natural. This lantern is for you, not to keep, not to claim, but to hold for a moment, so your heart can release whatever weight it has been quietly carrying. You lift it with both hands. It is feather-light, almost unreal. The glow spills over your skin, your shoulders, your breath. In its warmth, you feel something inside you soften. Maybe it's stress loosening its grip. Maybe it's a long-forgotten heaviness dissolving. Maybe it's simply the realization that you can rest deeply, fully, without rushing. You close your eyes. The lantern's warmth spreads through your chest, your arms, your mind. One breath, and another, and another. When you finally open your eyes, the lantern rises from your hands, floating higher into the air. It circles the pavilion once, twice, then joins the other lanterns drifting above the valley. And you understand, every visitor leaves something behind, and every visitor receives something in return. Tonight, you have left behind a quiet burden, released into the air like a soft exhale. The valley grows quieter. The lanterns around you dim slightly, as though signaling the valley's nighttime cycle is reaching its deepest point. You walk back toward the bridge, this time at an even slower pace. The moss beneath your feet feels warmer than before. The air embraces you like a soft blanket. As you cross the glowing stream again, you pause at the center of the bridge. The lanterns have gathered overhead in a gentle arc, forming a constellation of drifting lights. You raise your eyes. The sky above the valley is deep and endless, yet calm. No stars, no moon, only the lanterns quietly filling the darkness with warmth. The valley feels like a dream made for rest unhurried, peaceful, infinitely patient. You take a long, slow breath, then another and another. Every lantern above you sways in sync with your inhales and exhales, as though the valley itself is breathing with you. The path back to sleep. As you leave the valley, climbing the gentle hill where your journey began, the lights behind you fade slowly, but never fully disappear. They remain like glowing memories resting behind your eyelids. You take one last look back. The lanterns drift in their quiet patterns, comforting and timeless, waiting for the next traveler who needs a place to rest. The breeze rises again, light and cool, brushing your shoulders like a final blessing. You close your eyes, letting the image of the valley settle deep within you. Thousands of lanterns, floating peacefully, glowing softly, breathing gently with the night, a place you can return to any time your heart becomes heavy, any time your mind grows loud, any time you need calm. Tonight, as sleep draws near, the lanterns glide forward in your memory, drifting closer, surrounding you in warm light. You breathe slowly, you let go, and the valley of floating lanterns lights the path into your dreams.